Hi everybody, I'm Kirsten Meakin from Nao Nails. In this video we are going to do Andrea's birthday nails. So we're going with a theme that Andrea loves. She loves skulls. We both love skulls. We do. Both got the same earrings. Yeah, both got the same Thomas Arbo earrings with a little skull on. Yeah, I've got my little skull on here as well.
Can't have too many skulls.
Can never have too many skulls. No.
Definitely not.
Slight obsession. Have two on the desk as well. Yes, I have this one here. So, that's what we're going to do because it's a birthday. I filled these nails. They were, you know, the New Year's Eve ones that we did. So I've given them a nice fill. So they're ready for the transformation. So let's get cracking. We'll start off by putting my base colours on. Now I didn't know whether to use that one. I'm going to let you make this decision. I wanted like a nudie colour, but I didn't know which one to use. So we've got, this one is Timeless.
That's more mauvey, isn't it?
And then this one is A0600. Adam's going to tell me what that is.
806.
A0600.
Oh, I thought you said 8.
No, A.
No, we don't have that.
No. Don't know what it's called.
Weird.
How strange. So, we are putting a bit of pink in. So we need to consider that.
I think that one.
That one? Yeah. That's cool. Now, one thing we're going to struggle with is this is going to be an absolute to cover because...
The technical terms are
yeah.
really rolling today.
Yeah. Because it's a dark colour. We want to put a light colour on. Let me just wipe over with gel residue wipe off solution. So they're nice and clean. Some of them are going to have a full black, some are going to have a full, whatever that colour is. We don't know. Sure, it'll come at the bottom somewhere. Another job for the people that edit. The black's going to cover amazingly because we all know that serious black is super black. But because I've filled them with the blue, I obviously need to make sure I go right up to that cuticle area. Now I'm going to go in with a brush at that cuticle area because I want to get it super perfect. So I'm going to spread the rest down the nail. And then we're going to get a little brush. And I'm just going to use the brush to neaten up that cuticle and make sure that I cover the blue. Maybe I've filled them way too close to the cuticle. I've done a really good job. Maybe I should have done a really bad job. Let's just drag that over there. After you've done that, you will need to just neaten that application up by dragging down. I do feel like we have a little bit here. It's so hard to see because it's such a dark colour. And obviously the shape isn't obviously as easy. Pop me that on the lamp because I don't want it to move at the cuticle. Because of the shape, you've got to go right down the sides. So when you're sweeping your brush, you are going to have to turn and you're going to have to pull right down the sides. So we're going to see how this is going to cover now. Oh, okay. And again, I'm going to do the cuticle area with a little brush.
Should we take bets on how many coats it's going to need?
Yeah.
I say 3.
I do think it'll be 3. I hope it's not any more. God.
What are you doing for your birthday, Andrea?
I don't know.
Just getting your nails done.
Yeah,
That's it.
getting my nails
Gonna
done.
have nice nails for your birthday.
Yeah, that'll go nowhere to show anybody.
Oh.
I'm going to the Stoke match.
Don't you feel sorry for her?
I do because, you know, they're not doing great.
Hey, we're tuning
It's not,
things
do you know
around.
what? It's not as bad as it was.
No, definitely not.
It isn't as bad as it was.
No. Turning it round, turning it round.
So again, going right in. Let's do this one. You can see that the length of the nail that is clear covers easier than the navy section.
I was thinking of going away for my birthday, but I decided to send off for my passport and then say I won't go away for my birthday. However, it's been super quick and it's only taken them less than a week. And my passport's on its way back.
Is it?
Yeah. And do it all online, including uploading your picture.
No.
That's cool.
That is really good.
Yeah, although,
Is it blue though? Do we get a blue passport?
do you know what? I've no idea.
No, because Brexit, so that was one of the pledges. We're going to bring back blue passports.
Pop that in the lamp. Right, now they have covered with one coat of Serious Black. But, come on.
Is that 2 coats or one?
No, one coat. This is second coat of this colour now. So, we've got reasonable coverage, but there are little patches. So
Told you it would be 3.
yeah, let's go with the third one. I'm going to go thin. Try and keep it thin. You're better off with thin coats. You must ensure that each layer is fully cured. Don't just bang it in the lamp for like 15 seconds and pull it out because you can't be bothered. That is not good. Because the top may seem like it's cured, but the underside will not be. Right, I'm going to top coat with the Urban Graffiti top coat first. Then I'm actually going to file the nail just to get the edges of this nail sharp again, because I've had to put 3 layers of gel polish. It's kind of like chunked it out a little bit, especially around the edges aren't neat anymore, and that's really doing my head in. So I'm gonna neaten that up a little bit. Don't worry, it will have top coat back on and it will reseal the gel polish, because I bet you're all going, but you can't do that! You can't file it once you've gel polished it and top coated it. You can't file it. Guess what? You can, because I said so. I do love a full black nail. I just, something like just so delicious about it. And weird, no, don't put that on. Right, bring them out. And then I'm going to take a soft file. So I've got a 240 grit file that's completely battered. That's all we need for this. So I'm just going to sharpen up that edge because I don't like it anymore. Not neat. So if somebody comes to you and they've got a dark set of acrylics on and they want a light set, want to change it up and have it light, tell them to jog on, because it's far too much effort. You need far too much gel polish to cover it. But if you're not quite that brutal with your clients, then this is how.
And if you've got too much time on your hands,
Yeah. And you could go, oh no, you don't need that colour. That's not the season for that colour. It's all about, I don't know, black. Black.
it's winter, it's black.
So I'm just going to block over them just to make it matte, because I'm going to paint onto it. And these nails are going to be so cool. The vision in my head, anyway, seems amazing. So I'm going to wipe over with gel residue wipe off solution just to clean up those nails, because they've got dust on them, and I'm going to paint on them and I don't want them to be dusty. So I will need a little bit of backing paper from a sculpting form to use as a palette. I will also need a fresh towel, a desk towel, just to wipe my brush on. Pull the skin back.
Just go through what you're doing again.
So because this is really bugging me, I'm going to take a cuticle bit and a knee file and just neaten that up, because it was touching the skin and I kept looking at it and it was doing my head in, affecting me.
Is it affecting
Yeah, it
you?
was affecting me. So
I didn't even see it. What was it?
it was just a tiny bit of gel polish just touching your skin. So it was clearly, on that big screen there,
Yeah, it
looked
looked-
ginormous.
Yeah.
But these are the difficulties you get when you're covering a dark polish. Like I said, tell them jog on. Right, so I'm going to put in the background, I'm just a bit obsessed with sponging at the minute. Little bit obsessed. We did some nails and we did some random bit of sponging, and I think it'll look really cool with with this design. So I've just damped that sponge. This is a really old makeup sponge that I just keep cutting random pieces off. I want a little bit of black paint. Let me just add a drip of water. This is one of the silicone tools. Just using it to mix. It's a lot easier to clean than a brush. And then we're going to take the sponge and I'm just going to randomly add little splodges to these two nails. Technical word. A little bit of pink, cut off that bit of black. Let me just wet the sponge a little bit and bake. I'm going to add a little bit of pink. Yes, I like this.
I like it. It's cool.
That's well cool, man. Then we're going to use black. I do like a silhouette of a skull. Now I'm going to use an image from my mobile phone, and I kind of like this.
Nice.
I think that looks cool, doesn't it?
It is cool.
I just think it's a little bit different. It might not look exactly like that. I am just going to keep going until I'm happy with it. And I think because this is like quite irregular, it gives you a bit of freedom for error, which is always fantastic. can start at the bottom here and do some like little wiggly lines, and then you can add the little shape of his teeth. He or she anyway. Right, I'm gonna do, I need to do this sort of outline of the eye, because I can't really do any more lines because there's lines that come off the eye. So that's one skull down. I think it looks female. Don't know why.
Scullina.
Scalina, yeah.
Sounds Italian as well.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, Scalina. Yeah.
You'll have to go to Italy now for your birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shame.
And I think the sort of sponging paint in the background looks really cool.
It does
I think
look
it
really
really
cool.
like adds to it.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with that. Then I saw this other image which I thought was really cool because it's a butterfly, but it's a skull.
Scutterfly.
A skullfly.
Scutterfly.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
that's good.
So I was like, oh my god, we need to put that on.
Yeah.
Definitely. Don't know how easy this is going to be. Give
Oh,
it a
you'll
go.
be able to. It's...
Give it a go, Joe. Right, so I'm going to start from the middle, so we can get a balance. This is the thing with butterflies. They are like
Symmetrical.
beautifully symmetrical. So let's see how symmetrical I can actually get. It may not look like the exact image. Just putting that disclaimer out there. Right, antennae or antesticles if you are my 10-year-old daughter.
And testicles.
Antesticles. She called them antesticles once we were in absolute stitches. Then she realised what she'd said and she was like, oh, I don't mean that, I don't mean
Alicia.
that. Cassidy.
Oh, Cassidy.
Hilarious.
Testicles.
Antesticles.
I always remember Tig when he was little. He goes, I'm growing on to Mum. I think I've had a growth sperm.
The growth spoon. So I'm going to fill in the sections that need to be all black, sort of leaving the eye and the teeth.
That is amazing.
That is so cool. I was going to do a little bit of them.
You can do what?
Bit of technical term.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do, bit of on them.
I'm just going to add a little bit of sponging to the other nails. I'm just going to pull some random lines through as well to make it look a little bit edgy.
Edgy Andrea.
Oh yeah, I don't think that's ever been said before.
I've added a few lines onto those as well because I just feel like they needed a little bit of summit. We can top coat these now. Are we going shiny? Are we going matte? I'd like to go matte.
What's the difference wear-wise?
Well, they could just, I think because they say if you even had staining, it wouldn't actually be noticeable because of how we've done it.
Yeah, that's up to you. I don't mind either. They won't stain anyway, I wouldn't have thought, would they? Because it's pink anyway, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it'll just be more pink.
It'll just be more pink. bit more pink.
So I'm going to top coat them with the Ultra Matte Top Coat. Don't forget to reseal those edges as well. Pop them in. I am just going to clean up around the edge with a little bit of gel residue wipe off solution. Got any acrylic paint? Yes, I'm just going to clean up, make sure there's none of the sponging bits, that bit of acrylic paint on the nails. I mean on the skin. God, we want it on the nails, don't we? Right. And I just want a little bit of bling, not a lot, because I think it'll just take away from it. So I'm going to use a little bit of aqua gel. I'm just going to take little pieces out of where I want to put the stones, just using a dotting tool. You can do 2 at a time. Got gel residue wipe off solution on my brush just to move that and just flatten it a little bit so it's not so raised, but we want something for the stone to sink into so it stays on. You're going to take your matte top coat, go directly over the top so you're not curing that aqua gel. press your stones into the gel. So you do kind of need to remember where you put the
I was just
gel.
going to ask you that.
You can sort of see, but you've got to remember as well. Hence, I am doing 2 at a time. Because I will be completely lost. Put my nose in. Let's finish with a little bit of cuticle oil. This is the tea tree cuticle oil. I hate putting oil on nails that are matte. Just like,
Defeats the object.
just messes it up, and I'm like, there's no way I can't get it on the nail. I love them. I think the shape of the Gothic almonds really sort of shows it off as well.
Beautiful. Perfect.
That is like so quick to do with the sponging and the little lines and just a few stones. It's like so easy, so quick. Yes, the hand painted like skull and the Skullify.
Skullify, yeah. And Skullina.
Yeah. Or obviously take a bit more time, but I love it. It's very me, and I know it's very
Very
you.
me.
It's very you.
Very me.
Happy birthday, nail stuff.
Thank you.
There you are, guys. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram and all that shebang. Everything I've used today will be listed below. See you in the next video. Bye bye.